What's up? Welcome to Unacademy. I hope all of you are doing fine. Let me check the audio and video before I begin the class. Yes, I am live. So I can begin the class. Welcome everyone. My name is Manoj Kumar. I'm a civil engineering graduate. I've cleared SSC CPO, ESIC UDC, LIC ADO. Going forward, there is a free scholarship test tomorrow. It is absolutely for free. You can enroll yourself. Click on the link and register yourself using my invite code MJ10. Using this code, you can unlock the test. Also, why this combat? This is a mega scholarship worth 1 crore rupees, and questions are curated by top educators. Top-notch questions for a top-notch exam ranking and the ultimate support for your preparation. You'll have to answer 60 questions in 60 minutes. And this scholarship test is on 30th Jan at 12 p.m. You can practice the most anticipated questions for SSC exam and compete with thousands to get real-time ranking. You get to win Samsung mobile, JBL headphones, Amazon voucher. All this are the you're going to get. Going forward, about iconic features, you will have priority in doubt solving and also priority in live classes. Priority in doubt solving will be in the Unacademy app via Ask a Doubt feature. Priority in live classes will be via Raise a Hand feature. What is Ask a Doubt by Unacademy? You go to the Doubts and Solutions feature on your home screen. Click on Ask a Doubt and upload your doubt image under so that the respective educator will give the better than offline. Going forward about SSC subscription. For 2 years it is going to cost 7,800 rupees, and for 1 year it is going to cost 6,500 rupees, and for 6 months it is 5,400 rupees. You can use my code MJ10 and you will get 10% off on your subscription, and for 24 months it is going to cost 7,800 rupees. Going forward, report and win features. This is an opportunity for all learners to report any inappropriate content in the video. And if you are the first one to report any particular issue, you get to claim your prize. So report any inappropriate content using form in the description box below. All right, let's crack it. First question, India's Women Unsung Heroes book. As a part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, that is as a part of 75 years of India as independence, Ministry of Culture is set to release 3 pictorial books on 75 unsung heroes of the freedom struggle. What are the key points? This is a pictorial book, that is it will have pictures. Will be released in partnership with Amar Chitrakatha. These books will highlight the contribution of women, namely Rani Abbaka, Parvati Giri, Matangini Hazra, Chakli Ilama, et al., among others. Book et al. Means among others. Please do note this. Book celebrates the lives of these women who led the charge and lit the flame of protest and rebellion across the country. So this book is basically to highlight the contribution of women in India's freedom struggle. That is the reason it is India's Women Unsung Heroes. Going forward, it comprises of stories of queens who have battled against British powers. These women dedicated and laid down their lives for the cause of the motherland. The first series was launched. Union Minister Meenakshi Lekhi launched the first of the series in Delhi on Jan 28, 2022. First part is dedicated to 20 women whose contribution is largely unrecognized. Among the 20 women, it includes Rani Abbaka. Who is Rani Abbaka? She is also called as Pepper Queen. Pepper Queen. She was the first Tuluva Queen of Ullal. She was a Queen of Ullal, that is in Karnataka. She was the Queen of Ullal, and she fought the Portuguese in the later half of the 16th century. That is, in the second half of 16th century is when we get to see Rani Abbaka. Going forward about Matangini Hazra, she was a Bengali revolutionary. In September 1942, she was shot dead by the British Indian police. Chakali Ilama, her act of defense against the local zamindar inspired many during the rebellion in Telangana region. So remember, Chakali Ilama is from Telangana, Matangini Hazra is from Bengal, and Rani Abbaka is from Karnataka, and Parbatagiri, she is nicknamed as Mother Teresa of Western Odisha. She was a prominent female freedom fighter from Odisha. Next, we have Gulab Kaur. She was a freedom fighter who abandoned her dreams of a life abroad for mobilizing Indians against the British Raj. Going forward about Padmaja Naidu, she was the daughter of Sarojini Naidu and a freedom fighter. She later became governor of West Bengal. Next one we have Bishni Devi Shah. She inspired a large number of people in Uttarakhand for joining the freedom movement. And the second edition of the series is in process. It will comprise of stories of 25 unsung tribal freedom fighters. Going forward about the third edition, the third and the final edition of the series will contain stories of 30 unsung heroes. These books will be available free of cost in a digital format on the Amar Chitrakatha app. So please do download this app. You get to know about freedom fighters. Going forward, digital Sansad app. This is the brainchild of our speaker, Honorable Speaker of Lok Sabha, brainchild of Om Prakash Birla. Om Prakash Birla is the Honorable Speaker of Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha Secretariat launched a new app. The name of the app is Digital Sansad. About Digital Sansad app, the Digital Sansad app was launched to make it easier for people to follow proceedings in the parliament and their lawmakers. The app is available in both Android and iOS platform. It carries all major content of interlinked portal of Indian Parliament. Going forward, what are the uses of the app? The app offers a 360-degree view of the legislative activities and the services for the members. Apart from proceedings in current house, app will help people in accessing archival data related to all Lok Sabha, that is the previous data. From independence, we get to have a look at the proceedings that have happened in Lok Sabha. People would also be able to access speeches, debates, etc. The app contains information on budget speeches since 1947 as well as house discussions from 12th Lok Sabha to 17th Lok Sabha. It will also contain live telecast of Sansad proceedings. 2022 budget session can also be watched live on the app, so we can watch everything live on the app, and this is going to be beneficial because we are going to learn the proceedings of the house using this app for us learners like us. How will the app help MPs, that is member of parliament? How will this app help MPs? The app will also have help members of parliament to access services like checking personal updates, namely house bulletins, status of their notices, etc. MPs are barred from using laptops inside the house. Thus, this app will become handy for MPs to get parliamentary information during any debate in the house. In future, this app will help MPs to log in for attendance, give questions for the question hour, as well as submit notices for debates or adjournment motions. Going forward, why this app was launched? Legislature is required to keep its constituents appraised of its routine proceedings. Correct, right? So legislature, it needs to keep whoever is in the legislature apprised of the routine proceedings so that they get to know what is happening, what is not happening. This objective needs parliament to keep its communication channels up to date with evolving technological landscape. Thus parliament started expanding its digital footprint. Launch of the Digital Sansad app is an initiative in that direction. And who provided idea for the app? Digital Sansad app is the brainchild of Lok Sabha Speaker Om Prakash Birla. With this app, he sought to make parliamentary proceedings more accessible to people. So why was this app launched? This app was launched to make parliamentary proceedings more accessible to people. Also, do tell me, are Rajya Sabha TV and Lok Sabha TV, they were merged. And what is the name of the new channel? RSTV and LSTV, they were merged into one single channel. What is the name of the new channel? Going forward about app users, the app has seen more than 8,000 users from India and countries like US, Saudi Arabia as of now. Transfer of Air India timeline. So let us have a look at the transfer of Air India. Air India, after a very long time, maybe after 90 years, almost we can call it a century. I mean, not exactly a century, at least 75 years. After 75 years, we have seen that Air India has returned back to its original owner, that is Tata Sons. So on Jan 27, 2022, the Union government transferred its shares in Air India to Tata Sons subsidiary, that is Thales. Apart from shares, its control and management were also transferred to Thales. With this disinvestment process ended, which started 5 years ago, Air India has been a public sector undertaking from 1953. The transaction covers Air India Express, Air India, entire 50% stake of the government is a joint venture ground handling company, namely AISATS. Going forward, government's disinvestment target. Government has set a total disinvestment target of 1.75 lakh crore for the financial year 2021-22. Amount paid by Tata Sons, they have paid rupees 2,700 crore in cash for Air India along with taking on a debt of 15,300 crore, balance debt of 62,057 crore has been absorbed by the government. Some non-core assets of the airline with value of rupees 14,718 crore will also remain with the government. Going forward, what will Tata get? Tata will get Air India's fleet of 141 planes. It will also get ownership of iconic brands such as Indian Airlines, Air India, and Maharaja. Around 13,500 permanent and contractual employees will also move to Tata and they will remain there at least for 1 year. About the airlines owned by Tata, Tata Group owns three airlines. In Vistara, Tata has 51% stake, while in Air Asia India, it has 84% stake. These three airlines together account for 24% of the market share in aviation sector. About the history of disinvestment of Air India, Union Cabinet gave in principle nod for disinvestment of Air India in June 2017. In 2018, government invited bids for a 76% stake in the airline. However, it failed to attract buyers. In Jan 2020, government launched a fresh effort to offer sell of its 100% stake in Air India. In 2001, Atal Bihari Vajpayee government also attempted to sell 40% stake in Air India, but the attempt had failed. Going forward about Air India was founded in 1932. I've already told you it was founded in 1932. So it's been 89 years. 89 years since it's completed 89 years. The inaugural flight was piloted by JRD Tata between Karachi and Bombay. It was then known as Tata Airlines. In the year 1948, government acquired 49% stake in it. The airline was nationalized in 1953. So do remember, Air India was nationalized in 1953. Now it is privatized, completely privatized in 2021. Going forward, India's export of electronic goods, recent trends. India's export of electronic goods, this has reached to US $1.67 billion in December 2021. It registered a growth of 33.99% as compared to export of 1.25 billion US dollars in December 2020. What are the key points? During April-December 2021, electronic sector registered a export growth of 49%, reaching to US $11 billion against 7.4 billion US dollars during the year 2020, against US dollars 8.8 billion export in December 2019 and US 4.8 billion dollars in April December 2014. So definitely we can see that if you have a look at this map, look at this graph, you can clearly see that exports are rising. So export of electronic goods is rising. So this is what the statistics has suggested. So top five export destination, if we have a look at the top five export destination as of November 2021, top five destinations were with in USA 18%, UAE 16.6%, China 7.6%, Netherlands 4.5%, and Germany 4.2%. Going forward, major chunk of the electronic export, mobile phones hold a major chunk of India's electronics goods sector exports. The sector includes high-tier hardware like laptops and tablets, industrial electronics, consumer electronics like TV and audio, LED lighting, strategic electronics, auto electronics, electronic equipment, telecom equipment, wearables, and audio devices. Overall export in 2020-21, overall export of electronic goods in financial year 2020-21, they were US $11.11 billion. In the first three quarter, exports of US dollars $11 billion was achieved. Government step to increase manufacturing and export. Government has taken several steps which are expected to increase domestic manufacturing and export of electronic goods like mobile phones. Production linked incentive scheme. So I've already discussed about production linked incentive scheme in my previous videos. You can check it out. For large scale electronic manufacturing, production linked incentive for IT hardware, and scheme for promotion of manufacturing of electronic components and semiconductors. Going forward, modified electronic manufacturing clusters EMC 2.0 in line with National Policy on Electronics 2019. This move seeks to position India as a global hub in electronic system design and manufacturing ESDM FDI, that is foreign direct investment of up to 100% under automatic route is permitted for electronics manufacturing. Phase manufacturing program PMP. It has been notified to promote domestic value addition in mobile phones and their parts or sub-assemblies manufacturing. Going forward, Jan 27, International Holocaust Remembrance Day. United Nations marked International Holocaust Remembrance Day on Jan 27, 2022 to honor 6 million Jews killed in the Holocaust. What are the key points you need to remember? The day also honors millions of other victims of Nazism. During the observance, UN urges every member state to develop educational programs in a bid to prevent future genocides. What is the theme of the day? The theme of International Holocaust Remembrance Day 2022 is Memory, Dignity and Justice. Do remember the theme. The theme is very important. It is Memory, Dignity and Justice. International Holocaust Remembrance Day is on Jan 27th. These 3 points are what you need to remember. And the theme provides for safeguarding historical record, remembering victims, and challenging distortion of history, which is often expressed in contemporary anti Semitism. It also encourages action to challenge hatred, champion compassion, and strengthen solidarity. What are the activities by UN? The UN organizes Holocaust commemorative and educational activities in a bid to draw attention towards actions taken by survivors for reclaiming their rights, cultural heritage, and traditions, history, and their dignity. UN Chamber Music Society also performs a virtual concert in memory of the victims. The concert includes a classical music performance featuring Jewish composers and special performances of musicians from West Eastern Devon Orchestra. A virtual seminar, Legacy of Medicine during the Holocaust and its contemporary relevance, was also presented for catalyzing critical thinking on relevance of Holocaust for contemporary medicine. International Holocaust Remembrance Day is an international memorial day observed on Jan 27th every year. So all you need to remember is Jan 27th, International Holocaust Remembrance Day, and the theme of International Holocaust Remembrance Day is Memory, Dignity, and Justice. That is the theme, and you need to remember the theme. And that's it for today. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching the video. We will catch up in another video. Until the next video, bye bye.